Okay, this is the second page in the second part of lesson 5.2, and we are continuing on with the reciprocal of our trig functions. The reciprocal here of sine is cosecant, and that's spelled C-O-S-E-C-A-N-T, cosecant. And this one is cosine, and its reciprocal is cosine's reciprocal is secant. And then you have tangent, and its cotangent is its reciprocal. Okay, cotangent. I'm sorry, writing with a stylus is difficult, so apologize for the messiness. They are the reciprocal. That means they are the flip of the other trig function. And one easy way to remember this is sine starts with S, and sine starts with S, and cosecant starts with C. Cosine starts with C, and secant starts with S. So CS, CS's go together. And then cotangent and tangent. And these are the reciprocal. There are the flip of the trig functions. All right, let's look at example 2. Example 2 says, if cosine of theta is 4/3, find secant. Well, if cosine of theta is, its reciprocal is secant, then all I have to do is flip the trig function, and I will have secant, which is 4/3. They are reciprocal, so I flip, and I can identify the secant by just flipping. You could also write it like this, 1/3/4. Your main fraction line is there, so we'd be back at 4/3 when we simplify that. Okay, I'd like for you to do example B on your own, and it's a decimal, and it'll have a decimal answer. Okay, so now we're going to find all 6 of the trig functions. I'm going to draw a triangle here. Okay, and this is P, M, N, where opposite of P is 7, and opposite of N is 10. And we want to find the trig ratios for angle P. So our focus is angle P. So we are going to first find the sine. And with our SOHCAHTOA, so is S-O-H. So we're finding it for P. So sine of P is opposite over hypotenuse. I am missing the hypotenuse. I don't know what that is. So in the last example that we did on the first page, we used a Pythagorean theorem to find the missing side, which would be the hypotenuse. So leg squared plus leg squared equals hypotenuse squared, which is Pn. Alright, so 49 and 100 is 149. 49. Let's practice using our eraser here. Eraser. Okay. I need to take the square root. If you do the factor tree, that doesn't factor down any smaller, so that's just left as rad 149. Kind of a strange answer. So right here is 149 is our hypotenuse. Again, we cannot have rads in the denominators, so we're going to have to multiply by rad 149 over rad 149. So the rad 149 times 149 rad comes out to 149 over 7 and 149. It looks like that doesn't reduce. So there we go. We have found the sine of P. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and circle my answer. Kind of feel like we're probably going to run out of room on our 6 trig functions here. Let's go ahead and do cosine of P. Okay, cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So that is 10 over rad 149. Can't have a rad in the denominator. So that's 149 over 149 to get rid of the rad. So that's 10 rad 49 over 149. That comes out of the rad on the denominator. Tangent of P is adjacent over hypotenuse. No, it's opposite over adjacent, or SOHCAHTOA. So opposite over adjacent, which is 7/10, and that doesn't reduce. Okay, now we have to do the other three, and they are the reciprocal ones. Cosecant of P. All I need to go is look back up here at the one that we just did, and I just need to flip that. If I flip it here, I'm going to get a rad in the denominator. So I don't want to flip it there. I want to look back before I got rid of the rad, which is right here, right there. I want to look at that. That is 7 rad 149. So I'll just need to flip that, which is rad 49 over 7. And I don't have to deal with the rad being the denominator, and I'm done with cosecant. Secant of P is the reciprocal of cosine. Okay, cosine is right here. Let's look back before I flipped it. There it is right there. And I need to just flip that, and I will get 149, rad 149 over 10. Okay, is secant. And maybe I have enough room for cotangent of P. It'd be nice to make a little answer document or answer area where you just put them in order after you've done the work. Sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. It makes it easy to grade. So cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent, and tangent was 7/10. So cotangent is 10/7. So there you go. You have your 7 trig functions. All right, that is the end of part 2. Part 3 will be coming soon.